Hello everyone, this is Ashwini. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And those who are not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like my videos, share maximum to your friends group. So today we are discussing about HRA under the head salary. Salary, that you know, whatever the amount that the employee is receiving from his employer, so that is said to be salary here. So here house rent allowance, which is the allowance which is provided by employer to his employee in order to bear the amount of rent which he is paying for his rented house. So that is considered HRA here. So this is the major calculation under the head salary, house rent allowance, and also rent free accommodation is also there. So that we were discussed in the next class, because HRA is the first main important concept under the head salary. So rent free accommodation is also important, so that we will discuss later. So here there are certain steps that we have to follow while calculation of house rent allowance. So there are mainly 5 steps is there. So we can discuss one by one here. So here first step is actual HRA received by employee. So here what is the amount that the employee is receiving from his employer as a HRA. It may be 2000 per month or 4000 per month, 5000 per month, like that. The amount which is provided by employer to his employee. That is the actual HRA received. And the second step is to rent paid minus 10% of salary. So rent paid, that you know. So what is the rent actually paid by the employee to his owner? So that is rent paid, and minus 10% of salary, which is we have to find out what is the actual salary amount, in the sense basic salary only, that we are not considering any allowances with the salary, in the sense bonus, dearness allowance, traveling allowance, tea, coffee. So like these allowances are that we are not considering here. Only basic salary we are considering. Only in the special cases of dearness allowance forming part of pay, dearness pay, that we are considering in the special case only. Otherwise we have to consider only basic pay, 12,000 per month, 10,000 per month, like that, that we have to calculate here. And the step 3 is 50% of salary or 40% of salary. So 50% when it comes the rented house which is located in a city area, in the sense metropolitan city, Chennai, Mumbai, Maharashtra, like that, population more than 25 lakh. And 40% which comes when the rented house which is located in interior place other than city. So that is considered in the third step. And the fourth step is to HRA received minus lowest amount. So HRA received, that you know, that we are calculating in the first step, actual HRA received minus lowest amount in the step 2 and step 3. So that is the fourth step. So if actual HRA received is the lowest amount, that we are considering actual HRA received is a exemptable HRA here. So here that you are having an example HRA computation. So Mr. Alvin is an employee in Chennai. He resides in rented house. He pays rent of rupees 4000 per month. So see, mark this amount, 4000 per month he is paying as a rent. And he received HRA from his employer at rupees 5500 per month. This is also important. Actual HRA that he is receiving 5500 per month. And the next his basic salary also given 12,000 per month. With the salary he is receiving dearness allowance, which is 4000 per month. So which is a not a special case of dearness allowance, so we are not considering while making calculation here. And uniform allowance, that is the allowance which is paid similarly to all the employees, so that is called uniform allowance, and which is 200. And bonus rupees 1000, and also receiving a bonus of rupees 1000. So compute taxable HRA, so that we have to follow the steps here. So what is the first step, which is actual HRA received? So here see the question, what is the actual HRA he is receiving from his employer? So this is here he is receives HRA from his employer at a rate of rupees 5500 per month, so annually, which becomes 66,000. So that is the first step. And comes to next step, which is rent paid minus 10% of salary. So what is the actual amount he is paying as a rent? So that is rent paid. See, in this question Mr. Alvin is an employee in Chennai, so he having a rented house in Chennai metropolitan city. So he resides in a rented house. He pays rent of rupees 4000 per month. So actual rent paid by him, which is 4000 per month, annually, which becomes 48,000. And the next step in that 10% of salary. So what is the salary that we have to first find out? His basic pay, which is rupees 12,000, so which is mentioned in that question. 12,000 he is receiving per monthly. Annually, which becomes 1,44,000. So here we are considering only basic pay. I have told in the special case of dearness allowance or fixed commission that we are considering here. Otherwise, only basic salary we have to consider. So there is no special cases. So we are considering only 12,000 per month as a salary annually, which becomes 1,44,000 here. So we are making calculation: rent paid minus 10% of salary. Rent paid 48,000 minus 10% of salary, which is 14,400. So total the remaining amount, which is 33,600. And the next step is to step of 3, which is 50% of salary. So 50% why we are considering? Because he is residing in a metropolitan city, which is Chennai. For that reason, population more than 25 lakh, no. So for that reason we are considering 50% of salary here, because he is residing Chennai, so which is metropolitan city, population is more than 25 lakh. So 50% of salary. Otherwise we have considered 40%. So 50% of salary. Here also we are considering only basic salary, which is 12,000 per month. So 12,000 annually, which becomes 1,44,000. So 50% of that basic salary, which is 72,000. So here in the last step that we have to consider, we have to compare which is the lowest amount and actual HRA received. So here actual HRA received minus lowest amount, which we can get the amount, taxable amount of HRA here. So here actual HRA received, we are calculated in the step 1, which is 66,000 minus lowest in the second and third step. So lowest amount comparing that 33,600 is exemptable from HRA. So here we have to deduct actual HRA, which is 66,000 minus 33,600. So we can get the taxable HRA, which is 32,400, and 33,600 is the exemptable amount here. So this is about calculation of HRA under income from salary here. I hope that you all understood. So if you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section, and also like my video and share maximum to your friends group. Thank you.